I'm working. I'm working. I'm working. You can't stop this shit. You can't stop this shit. You can't stop this. I can't. I ain't. They can't stop this shit. Stop this shit. Stop this shit.
Why they think I'd fall for just anything? Why would I tell lies? True Scorpio, truth stings. I don't see how people play with power like it ain't no rules. I'm not playing with you, ain't got time for it. Nice as hell, but watch it flip. Now with that shit, I can't give a damn that you ain't gave for me. I don't know why they think I'll walk away. I don't know why they think I'm gon' go away. I'm gon' do me. I'm gon' do me. I can stay strong, baby. I'm gon' do me. Why you think you can play games with the best? I come through big pressure, you stress. Best revenge is success. I leveled up, that's the flex. Yep. Hey, you can't stop what I got from me. Let me tell you something, you just can't. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. I do not need anybody. Why does everyone need something? I don't know why they think I'll walk away. I don't know why they think I'm gon' go away. I'm gon' do me. I'ma do me. I'm gon' do me. I can stay strong, baby. I'm gon' do me. So you mad cause I ain't going far for your shit? Look me up, found out that I'm dope, I'm lit. I'm 1,000, baby, you can light 'em up. They will not amount to me. You can't stop what I got coming on the scene. You can walk around in my jeans.
They can't stop this shit.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's going on? Welcome, everybody that's coming in. What's going on, Ben? What's going on, Sunkiss? This is the 20th episode of ColorFullConvo. I can't believe it. These shows just be rolling and rocking. I think we got a nice little conversation for today. We have decided to do kind of like a new little format. So the fellas are definitely still here, definitely still part of the show. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to be on Uncut. I told y'all that we have a whole different platform where we do things. So Uncut, no holds bar, no restrictions is over there. The link is in the description to get over there. Hey, Ling Lang. I hope you guys have been having a good day. Now, ladies, I'm going to just give y'all a trigger warning. Y'all might not be on my side for this episode, but I stand on how I feel and I feel how I feel. And after I say how I feel, I'm definitely going to open up the panel to have you guys let me know what you guys think. So I'm going to just start with, I really don't like how Black women talk to Black men. I don't like it at all. I think that black women really give our black men a hard time. Like, you want him to pay the bills, you want him to take care of the kids, you want him to wine and dine you, romance you, you want all of these things, but you treat him like shit. How does that work? How does that work? And then he's supposed to be faithful? She said, ah, shit, let's go. Yes, son, kiss. Because I'm really tired of seeing it. You know what I'm saying? And it came to mind because I told myself a while ago that I was going to stop watching Love and Hip Hop, right? It just kind of got old to me, you know, because I'm telling my age now, but I don't care because I'm comfortable in it. But I was their first season of Love and Hip Hop, okay? So at this point, it's kind of redundant, you know, same thing, different faces. So I haven't watched in a few years. However, I caught a couple of episodes and this is what I saw. And I didn't really like it. So I'm gonna show y'all what I saw and then we're gonna talk about it. Okay, so you know what? Let me just let that seep in real quick while I light up and finish saying hi to people. Because, hey, Seven. Hey, YouTube is messy. So, y'all just saw what I saw, right? So basically, even with Erica all in scrappy face yelling about stuff she don't know about, you got one side of a damn story. You got your finger in his face. You cussing at him. He still said, Queen, treat me. You know, the guy came over, gave her a jacket. And I guess it was a little nippy outside. And she said, shut up. Like, definitely look different. We ain't even going to talk about that face, okay? We're not going to talk about that today. We're going to say that for another time. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. Welcome back, should I say, because Sherry definitely is a regular, okay? And then we see Sierra follow up, cussing him out, got her finger in his face. Like, why do we think that's okay to talk to our men like that? Like, you talking to your man like that, but you want him to treat you like a queen. He's supposed to flood you out. He's supposed to pay all the bills. Like, let's talk about it. We've talked about this on other episodes where women feel like a man's supposed to come in and basically save you, provide for you, do everything for you, but you treat him like shit. And I'm particularly talking about the black men, you know what I'm saying? That's all I can relate to. You want him to be this strong provider, this protector, yet you're treating him like he's not worth anything. He's supposed to be faithful. He's supposed to love you. How? As soon as he cheats, it's a problem. I don't get it. I don't like it. And I want to know what you guys think because I see it all the time. I know you guys see it. So I really want to know what you guys think. Sunkid says, see, these women don't talk to their men. They talk at their... Exactly. Yeah, that part. I'm finna drop the link because I want some participation today. Like, let's get colorful for real tonight. So I'm going to drop this link. Anybody is welcome to come up because I really want to hear from y'all. Because it seems like it's a regular thing now. Like, I see black women a lot. And this is no down on a black woman because I myself I'm a black woman. You know what I'm saying? So this is not like a beat up the black woman type of thing. It's more so of a let's do better, ladies type of thing. And I just see a lot of bitterness, a lot of angriness. Like, why we so mad, sis? Then let's not forget about the main women who really be talking to Scrappy crazy. Okay, so let me if y'all don't know, he's with Bambi. Now, if y'all don't remember who Bambi is, she was introduced on Basketball Wives. I'm about to say Love and Basketball. Basketball Wives, where she thought she was better than everybody over there too. So she came in the game with a nasty attitude. You see her right there. In addition to Erica and Sierra, she got her finger out pushing him. He got his hand up in defense. But soon as the man put his hands on you, now you the victim. But you done cussed him out, yelled at him, probably put your hands on him, you spitting all in his face while you yelling. What is a man supposed to do? Like, what is he supposed to do in that predicament? I personally feel like if you act like a man, you need to get treated like a man. Now, I'm not condoning a man putting his hands on a woman, but like I said, at this point, what is he supposed to do? How is he supposed to properly defend himself? And yeah, I know Ben be taller than him. She tall as hell. What was Scrappy supposed to do? I don't understand how she got wiped in the first place when she was definitely over here in this hot tub with Benzino. But I'll talk about that some other time. I'm not going to bash her today. But like, what is he supposed to do? How is he supposed to properly defend himself in that situation? I said exactly, Sherry. So you see it too. So it's not just me. I'm not tripping. Because ladies, I don't want you to think that I'm not on your side because I myself am a woman. You know what I'm saying? But speaking from a woman who has been there before, like I've been the woman who, before I had my child, I paid the bills in my house. You know, relationships go through ups and downs. I held my dude down at the time. And being that I didn't have any kids, I kind of was like short-tempered. Like, what are you doing? Where's the money? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? But you cannot emasculate a man. Okay, we got our first guest up here. Hold on, let me put the little disclaimer up here. Sun Kiss, is that you?
It's me, ma'am. How you doing?
Hey, girl.
Hey.
What you
finally,
huh? I'm not gonna lie. It irritated my soul. It really irritated me because we all you always hear females complaining, where are the good men? Where's my soft life? Right. But you throwing rocks at this man every day.
It's so backwards. I'm honestly, I feel the same exact way as you do. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of the time when I'm looking at situations where you tend to supposed to take a side, I know I can appear to be the pick me, and really it's just I'm neutral, and wrong is wrong, right is right. And it doesn't matter whose side it falls on, it just depends. But in this particular case, these women are, there's an entitlement or like a justification to be disrespectful or
I'm trying to fix your mic. It was going in and out.
Okay,
you better now. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous how a lot of these females move and then expect, or so they want to be treated like a queen, but they don't have queen-like behavior.
Right.
If that makes sense. So it's kind of crazy to me. I mean, I even see it in these streets. It's like, how is these females talking to these men? Like, I mean, I guess I get it. There's, being disrespected or whatnot, but it's just kind of over the top at this point.
And then we turn our noses up when they be with another race. Lele says, hold himself accountable because why is he associated with women like that? Hashtag mama. Okay, are we getting into it? Because I feel like we bound to get into it. And I feel like it go into a little bit about what I talked about on Monday. I'm not sure if he was in here, Sunkiss, but he was basically just talking about how your upbringing manifests itself when you get older.
Right.
And we all know Mama D is off the chain.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think like he's attracted to women like this and he don't want to be, or like what is it?
Now that you bring up that point, that definitely has something to do with it. It's not like the only factor or an excuse, but it's definitely something that needs to be considered.
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel like I be feeling sorry for Scrappy because on a previous season he finally like kind of like broke down to Mama D and was kind of like telling her like, you wasn't a proper mother to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like at this point, Scrappy, like I love little Scrappy, don't get me wrong. So I might be a little biased, but you know how I feel about dark skinned men. Okay, anyway.
Let's go.
Let me refocus myself. Okay. So he kind of like told her she wasn't a proper mother or whatever. So he's broken. He's still in a broken state. He's still that little boy. But it's like at this point, now that you have children and stuff, it's time to do some self-work, my guy.
Right. Especially because he's able to identify it and speak it, you know what I'm saying, and express it. At this point, you know that this is a thing and that it's an unhealed childhood trauma or however he wants to label it, and now it's time for him to take those necessary steps in order to heal that so that he can do better and be better, as opposed to just blame it on moms and be like, I'm stuck.
Right. Especially if you want to then go on and to have a successful relationship with a woman.
Right.
So let me ask you a question. So I don't know how familiar you are with Scrappy, Bambi, and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, we got Ling Lang. Hey, Ling Lang.
Hey.
So my question is,
I think I found one.
I feel that, okay, let's go back to Monday, right? Monday was all about taking your time before you get in a relationship, right? Bambi wasn't new to us. She was on Basketball Wives with a nasty ass attitude.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the hot tub with Benzino with a nasty ass attitude. Like, do you think that he felt like he could change her, or like what?
Probably, possibly. You know, because we tend to do that. Both ways. We tend to, until we learn and go through the process and the experience, but we tend to try to change people, or I can bring out the positive aspects, or they have potential and I know that I can help them, guide them in that whole saving thing. So it's possible.
Right.
So are you saying that Bambi was toxic when she got with the two other guys?
You said Bambi was what?
Wait a minute. Can you hear me good? How's my audio?
You good. I just didn't hear the name you had said.
Okay, so you said Bambi was toxic when she got with the two other guys, and then Scrappy has dated her?
Well, I've never seen her date anybody else, because on Basketball Wives, she was just a tag along. So she ain't had no man over there. But she wanted to fight everybody, and she just was like a mean girl type of thing. Because that's how the shows are built anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's who she was on Basketball Wives. So then when she came over to Love and Hip Hop, our first seeing her on there was in the hot tub with Benzino. While and all of that. So why would you like her?
I don't think that Scrappy has a particular type as far as character. And I think that Scrappy need to or should have, because now he has procreated and, with children and everything, but it's not too late for him to sit down with himself and heal himself and get things figured out of what type of man he wants to be and what expectations of a man he should have for himself and to be a husband. And once he figured that out, then he can figure out what character he's looking for in a woman. Because when we get into toxic relationships, we have to think what's making us choose this negative, toxic behavior from other people. Why we accepting it? So when we hold ourselves accountable first, then everything else will heal itself. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't agree with women talking to men with disrespect or de-emasculating men. I don't agree with that at all.
Ling Lang, I love you, girl. But I got to disagree with the type part, just about Scrappy, right?
Okay.
And I say that because so we established he a broken man and that his mom off the chain, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in his relationship, he looking for that structured woman, because if you look at Erica, the first baby mama, she was about her business. She had standards. She wasn't going for it. He also messed
Mhm.
with Shay, and even though she a little weird, she still wasn't going for certain things. Then you got before both of them, he was with Diamond, which is back around, and she not going for the BS either. Like I feel like he looking for a mommy figure.
Yeah.
So you saying he looking for a mama that he didn't have within his mama.
Yes.
So that goes back to
Come
him
on.
probably needing to heal the wound because it's still a wound.
Yes, exactly.
Because even if he is looking for a mommy figure, to me personally, for a woman, I wouldn't go and look for a daddy figure. I'm looking for a husband. I'm looking for good characteristics in a husband. If I have any daddy issues, I need to heal that separately. To me, that's separate.
Exactly. So my thing is with single parenthood being prevalent in our community, do y'all think that that plays a part in the fact that black men put up with it till they can't and they go cheat or they end up smacking the bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like because we see this everywhere. A woman all in a man's face talking crazy. Like it's a common thing now.
Until the man actually get the courage to say, no, we not going for that no more. Because me personally, this may not be right, y'all, but I do it. I, I would test a guy and see what his reaction would be. And for me, if they don't stand up as a man and say, no, I'm not going for that, that would be a turn off for me.
I ain't
Because
gonna hold you, thing like I do that too.
I don't like a man that allow that type of stuff. Like, why would you allow for me to disrespect you in that type of way?
Yeah, I can't be with no pushover.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm on one. You let me play the
What's
video
up?
for I'm on one so he can see what we talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
you.
And let's see what I'm
What's
on
up?
one got to say. Big man energy in the building, okay?
What's good with you?
Okay, so this is the video that I showed them.
Turn up, scrap.
So what would you do in that instance? I'm on one.
Not turn up.
I
Turn
should
up,
have known
scrap.
because y'all know he toxic, but listen.
Yeah, let's get it, scrap. So, I mean, I don't know. So, for my whole thing about, what I'm saying, having a woman, you know, I kind of felt like the couple different situations that he was involved with women was like, you know, at a couple times he might have been at fault, but I also don't think that, I'm saying, like sometimes I do think that, I'm saying, people overstep their boundaries and checking the other sex, uh, especially like for a friend. But in that situation, I do appreciate him walking away. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
know he called out a name, but I do appreciate him walking away though.
No, he didn't even call her out her name. He said, "You not my bitch. I shouldn't be
Yeah, I
arguing with
mean,
you."
what you know what I'm saying? Like, to some people that's calling out a name. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, why argue? Like them, those two don't have that's what we on, right? Like I just can't, nah.
They both had their finger in his face, cussing him out. And it's like,
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. Like, y'all might get into it or whatever. But like I said in the past, I have done it with that's why I can recognize it. But it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you don't correct a man like you would correct your child.
Yeah, nah, don't do me that. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's the quickest way to catch the same thing from me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I'm big on I treat people how they treat me. So if you do have a concern and you are coming to the defense of your friend and you have a concern that you really truly care about, then please come polite. You know what I'm saying? Please come correct and check it before, practice it. Practice in the mirror before you come to me. Because because I ain't gonna lie, you ain't gonna like how I give it back. You know what
Sherry,
I'm
I got
saying? On
you.
that type of energy. Now, if we talking about you come in very respectfully and you really got a concern about your friend, but like, I really now that I can see that I can tap into that side of me. to match what you're giving me. You know what I'm saying? And we can actually kind of have a conversation, unless it's really you really being too nosy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like you
can
really
hear
being
that.
too nosy.
I can feel that. What you think, Miss Sherry?
This whole situation is messy. Period.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, first of all, I'm not the type of female to be putting my hands all in a man's face. That's disrespectful. You don't do stuff like that. You treat people how they, how you would want to be treated. But some of these females nowadays, they taught that stuff.
I agree.
They are taught that stuff. They are taught, yeah, you can do whatever to a man, and I've heard it before. You can do whatever to a man. He can't hit you back, or he going to jail. Well, he just supposed to sit there and take it. And second of all, what's her name? What's the Patface girl name? What's that girl name? Sierra, and was Erica.
Erica.
Both of
Erica,
them
yeah.
need to mind their own business, because you don't know what happened with people behind closed doors.
And they both just got left by their men.
Exactly. They bitter. You
But
know what
but
I'm saying?
man's just look. I ain't got time for this mess, y'all. First of all, they doing too much.
Facts.
They doing way too much, because first of all, it ain't that serious, and it ain't got nothing to do with them. You
And the
got your
reason why I wanted to talk about it is because all of these shows be built on this. So this is what our little girls, these our teenagers, this is all they see. So they think it's normal, and it's not cool.
It's not. It's not. And I got boys, and I teach my boys, defend yourself, because I've seen too many videos where females are all up in a boy's face, a man's face, smacking them, hitting them, punching them, and then all of a sudden he hit them back. Now everybody want to jump on him. Well, where were you at when she was knocking the hell out of him?
Yeah, now they the victim. I don't like that at
Speaking
all.
of Speaking of that, did y'all see the video about the woman that supposedly, I don't know if they was on the corner and she lost a Rolex, but like who walking around on the corner with a
I
Rolex,
saw
you know what I'm
that.
saying?
I saw
So
that.
if so this is what she just said touches on that too, you know what I'm saying? And then let's just like to get that with that Jada Smith treatment.
Her
I
That's
didn't.
like
I didn't.
boyfriend,
I
her
didn't hear about
boyfriend
that.
placed a bet with them guys and lost the watch to them.
boyfriend that lost the watch. I thought they said she placed the bet, but she lost it and she wanted him to go redeem her.
He lost the bet, which was why, first of all, why are you betting my stuff, sir? Bet your own stuff. He bet her Rolex and lost the bet, and the man took the watch, and she was mad because he wouldn't get the watch back.
You sure? Because I'm telling you, I definitely for sure thought I seen 2 or 3 of the copies of the video, and it was just like she bet the watch herself, which is even worse. You know what I'm
So
saying? Like
she put the bet because I heard him say he lost the bet. I
I
may be wrong.
I
He
could be
he
too.
might have placed the bet, and she volunteered.
Hey, Aunt Nisi.
I thought she put up her watch on her own bet, and she was the one out there wilding and gambling, and that's why they was talking to her like, nah, you lost the bet, you lost the bet, and then she running behind him. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you just gonna stand there, you ain't gonna go get my watch back or none. He like,
Oh
yo, you
wow.
tripping? Why you know what I'm saying? How
Okay,
you
well
gonna
that's
go back
even
going back
more
on the bet?
weird.
You
That's
know what I'm
even more
saying?
weird.
That's definitely weird if she placed the bet and used her watch to place the bet, and then she gonna go punching on the
Hey,
man,
young
punching him in the
boy.
face and everything. Like if now if he did
Well,
bet her watch, you know what I'm saying? If he had it in his hand and he did bet it, then that's on him. He down bad. You know what I'm saying? But based
So
on what I thought I saw that I thought I saw her being the person that placed the bet with the watch though.
so wait.
Well, go
So
ahead, Sunkist.
the video that I wasn't sure what I was looking at. I thought this was two different situations similar to each other with different women. So he was arguing with his woman and the friend.
Are you talking about the lady in the red dress? Or which one you talking about? Which situation?
The that he showed the video for.
Oh, the scrap?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was two separate look like two separate situations if I remember correctly.
yeah.
The instance that I'm on one is talking about don't have nothing to do with Scrappy. It was a random
Yeah.
couple,
Yeah. What I'm
and
talking
they
about was Scrappy.
Oh, with Scrappy, Erica and Sierra was going off on him about Bambi.
Wait a minute. Oh
That's why
Lord.
Miss Sherry said all of this is
Oh
a mess.
It
Lord.
is a mess.
Okay, I thought he was like arguing with his woman like somebody he's laying next to every night, not the female
No,
friends.
her
No,
friends was in his
Her
No,
face.
Erica and
friend.
Sierra are Bambi's friends, child.
nah, we're not doing none of that. Not never. I mean, okay, I can understand my female friend riding for me and being upset in my honor or something. But what she's not never gonna do is get up in my man's face to tell or declare any kind of anything.
But see, that's why I showed this picture right here where Bambi does the exact same thing.
Right. And that's the reason why they move in the way they move. Because
Right.
they following suit. But even still, like that is not their place to, you know what I'm saying? Like Bambi should be like, bruh, like fall back, ladies. I got this, or don't talk to him like that. 'Cause this is me.
She
I'll do
liked that.
it.
She liked that. That's why Miss Sherry said
Nah,
it's
nah,
all
nah,
a
nah,
mess.
nah. Nah, nah,
I
nah,
agree with
nah.
Miss Sherry. It's all a mess because Bambi is over there snickering and laughing, and she's cheering them on to do this.
No, no, no. No, we don't do that. Nope.
Yeah. Nah. So
Out of pocket.
if one of them would have, if he would have felt like one of them kind of overstepped the boundaries or touched him or poked him and accidentally poked him in the eye, and then he bat the hell out of him, and then he like, you know what I'm saying? She looking at him like, ooh, you know what I'm
I'm on
saying?
one. He actually did. I just didn't want to play too long of the video because people attention span be like, okay, girl, this video is too long. But but Sierra, when she was actually pointing in Scrappy's face and she got too close, he moved her arm out of the way and it went even further than that.
Yeah, he did.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
But
that's
you,
why I say these women, you are opening the door because you already yelling at him, you already cussing at him, you already disrespecting him. To then invade his personal space with your fingers, you probably already spitting all in his face. But
Yeah.
you want him to do everything for you. You want him to be this king, treating you like a queen. How is he? Men have feelings too.
exactly.
Most definitely.
He's dealing with what he's seen. Like his mother done the most. And
This,
so what
it
he's
all stems
going
from her.
through is based off of what he's seen. And I'm sure that his mother is telling him or, kind of guiding him in the direction of these types of females. Because in her eyes, if
Definitely.
she's not going off, then she's not the one. You know what I mean? Because if I'm not mistaken, Erica was kind of laid back until it was time to pop out.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like when Ling was up here, because we were speaking about the mother, right? And I feel like he does have a type because he wants a strong woman. And Erica, she get it popping when necessary. But for the most part, she was on her business. She was a mother.
Right.
She had certain standards of how she's going to be treated and things
Right.
like that. And you could tell that he really loved her. And Diamond as well. Because, Diamond was his first love, but she really, really hurt him. I personally think that Scrappy is doing quite well to come from a mother like Mama D. And it ain't no disrespect to Mama D, but we know very well she was a pimp.
Yep.
She was in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So for him to have respect still for women, I applaud him for that. But it's like, come on now, enough is enough. Well, how much is he supposed to take?
I think so. I think people normally, I think a lot of people typically gravitate towards dating somebody that reminds them of one of their parents.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I don't think Mama D would have ever, you know what I'm saying, urged him to date somebody like her because she knows she don't want to deal with another person that is as strong as her. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Which is why when he's having issues, and you know what I'm saying, like with Erica, he didn't really step to Mama D like that with Erica. He saw his mistakes with Erica, and he kind of started correcting a lot of that when it came to the
He sure
BAM, as he
did.
called
Yeah.
her. So he
Sure
started
did.
checking Mama D and telling her, putting boundaries on their relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because Mama D didn't have boundaries when it came to Erica, not as much. He always rode with his mama, most cases that I saw.
So don't
So
you think that's a little telltale sign though? Because you heard how he asked Erica, do you hear how she talks to me? His respect level for Bambi is gone. Whereas he had that respect level for Erica. And that's what I want these women to understand. Like, you want this man to provide, protect, love you, but his gas tank is empty.
Yeah,
Ain't no more love left.
yeah.
Yeah,
That get old. I'm not gonna lie to you, because it seems like it's fun when you're dating. It's fun when you're in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm trying to chill and I'm trying not to catch, you know what I'm saying, trying not to get in no trouble. I'm trying to love you and want a soft woman. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I want from you. And I'm gonna be honest. I seen, you know what I'm saying, a lot of dudes that I know, personally, like they did have, you know what I'm saying, like they talk rough to a woman or to women until they get the one that they really like, and then they want her to doll down and be, you know what I'm saying, be cute, cuddly, and lovable. And then she's so used to this, you know what I'm saying? She's so used to that roughness that that's what she's stuck on. And now I've kind of turned the tide, and I'm ready to kind of be soft with you. And that's the only woman I take my guards down, and I'm calm with it. I'm cool with, like, I'm calm with you. I'm soft with you. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm turning up on them
exactly. I
because
got a whole reel where
that's it.
I say, um, I'm only nice when I like somebody. The rest of you niggas gonna get this gangster shit, okay?
Exactly.
Get this work.
And it's
Exactly.
just
Thank
like,
you, Nicole.
and it's like you and it. This is the thing, right? And y'all tell me what y'all think. As far as a black woman in this society, a lot of times we may be single mothers. We out here in the workforce trying to get money. We have to be the protectors when we're in a single parent household. You know what I'm saying? I'm raising my daughter as a single woman. So I'm a protector right now. So I have a shell around me until you get into that shell. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to break that down until you earn that. And for these men, these black men have it just as hard out here every day in the world. There is no reason why we should be coming home where we're supposed to be peaceful at, and I have to fight you.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
come on now.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all
Preach.
think?
That you right.
Preach.
You right about that because me myself, I am a single mom um, of two boys actually, and my first son, he had a all right relationship with his dad. It's not as good as it should be, but my second son, his dad died, so I'm pretty much raising him by myself,
And
and I can't.
condolences.
Thank you. When I date a guy, I'm really iffy because you don't know their intentions. So you gonna get the fu type attitude. But if you come at me correctly, you gonna get that soft side of me. But if I
Yeah.
really like you, you really gonna get that soft side of me. But other than that, no, you not. I gotta have my guard up
Man, it
because I
seems
just can't let anybody in.
I feel like that. I feel like, you know what I'm saying y'all like that. I feel like, why do it seem like people, once they do get in and they do, like, you know what I'm saying, and they do get that softer side of you, why they take advantage of it, and take your
Mm,
take your kindness for weakness, because
you
some people
right.
stay the same. Some people, they, you know what I'm saying, you think they're gonna get sweeter, they're gonna get softer because y'all are falling in love. Now they're gonna start treating you like a little you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
then
What
some
Beyonce said, she said, don't get too comfortable.
let's go. Let's go. I feel that. I feel
Yeah,
that.
I agree with you. And I feel like that goes for women and men.
Yep.
You feel like you got somebody
Yeah.
locked in and now you can just treat them any type of way. Listen,
Right.
just for the negative, the positive works the same way. Just how you got him or her, that's how you keep them. How
Mm-hmm.
can you just change into this monster and think they supposed to stay?
I think that, I don't know. So some of the relationships that I've seen that kind of stuff happen, it seems like there was like a big imbalance in power in the relationship when that stuff started to shift that way. Like one person started, they weren't equally yoked, right? And one person started to make way more money than the other one, and started to, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people treat the other person differently now because they know that, look, I got the upper hand. You can't go nowhere. If you do go somewhere, you know what I'm saying, you likely to not leave and to accept everything I'm giving you, because you probably are scared to start over, or you probably don't have the means to move and start over, or you probably, you know what I'm saying, like, or you think this good jug is just that good that it's gonna keep you there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sometimes I think people act like that when they feel like they got the power over the other person. And sometimes I feel like you gotta, find that equal balance in yourself. You gotta power up yourself. You can't never get too like you said, get too comfortable in that relationship and think that you're gonna stay this same way forever, because that other person may be progressing, they may be moving up, and as they do, they're looking down on you.
And
So
see, that's why I push for us as Black people to stay educated. And I'm not a racist or anything, but that's who I can relate to because that's who I am, right?
right,
Society and the government has pushed for this though. And the fact that Black people don't get along with each other anyway, we easily fall into these constructs of, you know what I'm saying? Your single mother that might be in a subsidized government home.
mm,
They push the fathers out. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
That means you only can make a certain amount of money. So they try to
facts,
get people stuck in the system. You know what I'm saying? So you have to sneak around and do all these things. They want the dope boys because they got the money. It's under the table. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like it's a whole vicious cycle all the way around
yeah, it
when it
is,
needs to start with basics, how we treat and respect each other. And, well, first ourselves, because let's not forget that a lot of them don't respect or know themselves. So they can't then love somebody in return, which is why we start talking about Mama D because he wasn't raised in love for real.
right. He saw a gangster chick. He saw a chick that
Yeah.
was like, you know what I'm saying, that would love him and leave him, like, you know what I'm saying, like that other man, you know what I'm saying, like a man would. So, he knew that he felt like he had to be rougher than her, you know what I'm saying, with the first few chicks he was dating, you know what I'm saying. One, I guess he was too soft. The next one, that's a hard ass battle though, trying to find out the level of hardness or softness a motherfucker gotta have in order to deal with you. Why y'all gotta be so difficult? I ain't talking about just y'all. I ain't talking about women. I'm talking about men too, because I know they do it too. You know what I'm saying? So um that's it's crazy that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have that battle with so many people before you find the one that kind of meet you where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that's you can't
You
be with
gotta
nobody that you can walk. I can't be with nobody that I can walk all over. You know what I'm saying? But I also don't want nobody that I gotta fight every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't
you
want
gotta
nobody I gotta
fight
battle.
yourself.
Right. Hell yeah.
I
And
mean,
then, and then I ain't trying to fight your
ultimately,
friends.
you gotta fight that war within yourself ultimately because you attract what you are versus what you want. So that's why the whole saying of, be kind and do unto others because you attract that energy. So if you go into a situation where you think you can't trust this man or woman, chances are they're going to be untrustworthy. And then your ego is going to think, see, I knew it. And really, it's your energy. So people have to realize that they need to, instead of trying to get underneath other people to fill voids and to feel happy and better and to, not have to unpack the baggage and the hurt and the pain and whatever of before. Because some people, they will punish the next person for what happened in the last relationship. So, like with some of these women, how they talk to men because they chose the man that they were with and it wasn't the right one. Now all of a sudden, every man is like this, and so they don't, they lack vulnerability because they don't want to get hurt. But you have to have that in a relationship because what's the point otherwise? You're going to be competing against each other and trying to one up each other if you're not vulnerable or emotionally available. So it's kind of like you have to deal with things within yourself, like actually take the time to figure out, certain different things and know how to move out here so that you attract the right type of person as opposed to picking all these different people and just thinking that, oh, it's the area that I'm in, or really all men or all women ain't, saying shit or whatever. And it's like, no, it's something within yourself. Because I mean, you literally can't meet somebody romantically unless you're on the same frequency. I mean, even just in period, like if somebody is super depressed and just negative, somebody that's high vibrational is not going to, what I'm saying, connect with that other person because the frequency is off. So when you do connect with somebody, it's clear that you guys are on the same, you guys are on the same channel. So I think she dropped down, but like what's her name? Ling Ling, I believe. Um,
Mm-hmm.
how she was saying you need to heal first and to take accountability first. That's I absolutely agree with that too. Because once you do that, then you don't have to worry about the what ifs because you're so strong and solid within yourself that you're going to be able to make decisions, like better decisions as far as like who you have in your space, who you want to share your life with.
I completely agree with that and what Lean Lane said. And then, you know, another big thing is so after you do that healing of yourself, I feel that men and women need to stop picking mates from the outside in. You picking
Mm-hmm.
somebody that look good and then you want,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't know their attitude. You don't know how they live their life. You need to pick
Hmm.
people from the inside out. Does this person really care about you? Are they trustworthy? Are they loyal? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because you might not be attracted to somebody, but depending on how they treat you, they might grow on you. But people so worried
Yeah.
about image and what people look like, and let's not even get on the BBLs because they looking crazy over
Oh my
right now.
lord.
But it's like if they not this certain image, you don't want her. But most of these people with this image, they were broken to begin with. So just because you go lay on the table and get surgery, don't mean you are this virtuous woman now.
Right. That doesn't
And
get
let's
rid
not
of
talk about
all
the
that.
men going to get the abs, girl.
Oh,
Oh
stop
my
it.
god.
Sheesh. Everything's manufactured now. It's crazy.
It's too bad they can't manufacture an attitude.
Let's go. Let's go.
but
They should,
but you
man.
you right about the whole healing yourself because when it comes to dating, I have to admit I had to switch it up because the way I was picking them was not working.
You either?
So what you say?
I
Right.
said you either.
It was not working. But you know what I ended up doing? I thought outside the box.
Mhm.
And I said, you know, I normally go by looks, but like Nicole said, you can't always go by looks because they can be a complete asshole.
The
So
finest men I ever been with was some just gold wrapped shit.
But I
and
want to be able to look at them. Nah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I want to
definitely,
be
definitely. Now I don't want to be with no
yeah,
Shrek now.
yeah. I don't know. I don't want to be scared when I wake up in the morning. And
Okay.
that,
I don't know.
but
I think I'm going to try the ugly pool in a minute.
but
Help.
you know what I did? At this one guy, we were friends for a long time. And one day he was like, he was like, let's go out on a date. Not like, girlfriend boyfriend type, but let's go out on a date. I want to take you on a date because you've been dating some jerks. And I need you to know how I feel for real. He was like, I need you to know how I feel for a woman to be treated. And I was like, okay, cool. We went out, hung out a few more times, and he grew on me.
Hmm.
He is attractive. He's not an ugg mug or nothing like that. He is attractive, but
He
he's
just
not the
wasn't
type.
like your particular type.
He wasn't the type of person that I go
Mhm.
out with. And I have to admit, I had I well, I'm having a good time.
Let's go.
Okay, girl. Yeah, she said it's presents. Okay.
Right. Having
Yes.
I am
present
having a
tense.
good
Let's
time,
go.
and I feel good about myself. I don't feel insecure. I don't feel like he's lying to me. I feel like he's honest.
And that's the
And
goal. Like, who wants to go through life miserable and angry all the time?
yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, and then if it don't turn into anything, it just doesn't. But guess what? I know at the end of the day, we'll still be friends.
Yeah. Let me ask Alma one as a man. As a man, Alma one, would you say you get treated better by the pretties or the uglies? No disrespect to the uglies.
Shout out
Ooh,
to the uglies.
it's damn.
I know.
Uh,
He
Pause.
said that's a hard one.
well, no. Okay, so okay, I have to say that I do feel like people, you know what I'm saying, like are willing to fight back based on the standards of how they look. I ain't gonna lie, I do think that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if a person's confidence is low, they normally don't. You know what I'm saying? They're scared to lose somebody. They're scared that somebody else is not gonna look at them. You know what I'm saying? They're scared that it's hard for them to get another good looking person or somebody that they feel that's more attractive than they are. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they kind of tone down, you know, their response. People, I feel like people buck back when they feel like they got that, when they look good enough to do that. I don't know why it's a thing, but I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, when people, um, I don't know. I
Let's
don't,
just say less fortunate in the looks area.
okay, let's just say that. I do think that they are more likely to not, you know what I'm saying, talk crazy to you or not, you know what I'm saying? More likely. Now I have seen some, you know, that didn't matter, like, oh, I look good. No, you know what I'm saying? Say they far from ugly. No, it's right here. You know what I'm saying? I can point to it. I can locate it right here where it's
Stupid.
at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not far. You're not far from it. So but yeah, I could say that I I think, I don't know. I think I've been treated the same. I
I feel
don't
like
know
the
myself
ugly
personally
people
because I
have
don't feel like
the
I've
highest confidence though.
dated ugly women. I don't feel like, or nah, what was the word you said?
Less fortunate in
Aesthetically challenged. I
Not
don't think
less
I,
fortunate.
yeah. the less
I
the
don't know
less
how to
the
say
less
it.
aesthetically challenged. Let's
Let's
say
go.
aesthetically challenged.
Okay,
How about that?
aesthetically challenged. I like that a
So
lot.
Damn.
I don't know if I've dated somebody that's, that was that aesthetically challenged, and because so and I've been treated, you know what I'm saying, good and bad by pretty and less aesthetically challenged, you know what I'm saying, women.
That's why I was saying I feel like the what you say aesthetically challenged.
Aesthetically
I feel
challenged,
like
yeah.
I feel like those people have the most confidence though.
Aesthetically challenged women,
Uh-huh.
people in general, they
Yeah.
have to. And I say they, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like I'm like on the other side or nothing. I'm just saying, they got to, because it's like, hell, if you ain't gonna tell yourself you look good, then nobody else will. And if you can't feel it, then the woman that you're trying to get, confidence goes a long way with women, and you know that. Each one of y'all up here knows that. You know what I'm saying? You could have a man that you think is gorgeous, right? And he got it all, but he's soft. He ain't got no kind of, you know what I'm saying? He's a little feminine, or he's a little metro, or he's, you know what I'm saying, or he a complete asshole stuck on himself. And then you can have a dude over here that's, you know what I'm saying, and this dude over here that's like that, he beta male, you know what I'm saying? He lets you do everything, run over, you know what I'm saying, all that. And then you got this dude over here that's king, you know, that's a little, you know what I'm saying, on the aesthetically challenged side, you know, but he confident. His chest poke out when he walk, you know what I'm saying? He sit up tall, he stand up tall, he stand on all 10, and he put it down. You know what I'm
And that's
saying?
why
And,
I was
and he
pretty
know who
sure
he is.
what Miss Sherry is doing. Because I say this
100%.
all the time. Like, I really like what Miss Sherry said because you need to take your time because the qualities that might be in a person, you could either overlook them because of how they look, or you don't even know them because of how they look. Like if they look good and you brush into things, you don't know their true value of a person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if you take your time, even if you might not, you didn't break your neck for that person, but they literally would break their neck for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people move way too fast. And I definitely think in the instance between Scrappy and Bambi, I feel like number one, they had ill intentions from the jump because I don't know if um Sun Kiss or Miss Sherry, if y'all remember when they first met, it was a whole like rivalry thing between Shay and Erica.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like a competition at first. So do you even really like this dude? Or are you just trying to finally lock some down with a little bit of money because you didn't have no man on Basketball Wives? You didn't snag nothing in the hot tub with Kurt and Benzino. So you're trying to snag something. So it's like, do you really like him? And is that why you treated him like that? You know what I'm saying? It's like take your time and really get to know a person so you both can really care about each other. Because just like Miss Sherry said, it may not go to them walking down the aisle, but no matter what transpires, they will always be friends because there was mutual respect there.
Right. There's a reason for everything. So literally this person crossed your path in order to show you that one, there is a such thing as, the opposite of what you dealt with. One, two, to see, are you done dealing with what you dealt with? And three, whether he's him or not, you'll be able to have the comparison to know that, okay, for this is a practice round for the next one. And now I know what to look for, what to, allow, what I want and don't want. I mean, we all think we know what we want, but sometimes, like me, I don't know why, but I have to go through. I could have read a memo, trust me, but I never get the memo. I always have to go through it. So I have to deal with things and go through them to understand, or to understand, overstand what it is that I actually want, and what is for me and what isn't for me. So, like she said, she'll always have a friend, but she'll also now know that, what I'm saying, the universe can look at her and say, okay, I like how you deal with this. You say you changed the sail. You changed directions. Okay,
type of thing.
yeah. Let me bless you with something else or something new. So,
I
but
agree,
yeah,
because I feel like it's a lot of people out here don't know what they want, or they think
at all.
what they want is not what they need.
Right. Right.
But don't get me twisted. I definitely dealt with some
Sheesh. Let me just put a
some
sheesh on top of that. I
some
know.
straight like, and I knew better. I knew better. That's
Yeah.
that's the crazy part. I knew better, but I can't lie. I was just drawn to this person. It was horrible.
Hmm.
Now that I think back on it, it was horrible.
I feel like us women be feeling like, oh, I can love him to where he can I can mold him a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
he don't always have to do this. He could change. I'm on one. Do guys feel like that? Like they could change women?
I think so. Yeah, I felt like that before. I tried to change one and couldn't. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I mean, I feel like that was in the younger years. You know what I'm saying? So, but if it happened to me in the younger years, it can happen to another one, and I have seen it. Each dude that I know that's a male, you know what I'm saying, gigolo, it was a woman that made him that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had their
Yeah.
heart broken, too much pride to,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, deal with it and never let that happen again. And since then, shit, that it happened to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of hard to kind of tone yourself back down and soft enough to, be loved by the woman. You know what I'm saying? You kind of go through a lot before you kind of feel like, you know what, hey, I can kind of let my guard down again with this one. This one probably won't do the same thing, or this seems like this might be a different quality of woman. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
Because the
it's so
same signs I
unfortunate.
passed up before, I'm not gonna do that again.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate because everybody deserves love, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody deserves love, but you have to be ready to receive it. Like nobody owes you nothing. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm definitely on my K Michelle right now because I ain't building no man.
Never. November, never. 2000, never.
Can't please a
I
man.
ain't building no man, raising a man, nothing like But I agree with you. I'm on one. It's kind of like trial and error, where you do have to grow into knowing like what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do, type of thing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then you ain't gotta build no whole man. Like even right now, like
I'm sorry,
like
we
people
have
don't
to
have to
build
build.
them.
Bob the builder ain't gotta build no whole house. He can just go right to the Home Depot and it's pre-made, it's prefabricated. You can get you
No,
almost one that's
we be having
almost
to
done.
go grow
You know what I'm
trees.
saying?
Okay,
Get you one that's
Mm-mm.
almost done. He's near completion. You know
Nope.
what I'm saying? You just got to do a little tweaking here and there. You know what I'm saying?
He said near
Turn a couple
completion.
bolts.
we
You
be
know what I'm
having to
saying? And you
grow
got your
trees,
whole man. You know what
No.
water
I'm
the
saying?
seeds,
I
and
need
So
to just be able to move in. Like, I'm not trying to help paint. I'm not trying to put in the blinds or no
okay, we'll
new
get you a tiny home.
doorknobs or none of
But
that.
see,
Like,
I ain't gonna lie. If it's the right person, like if it's the right person and they coming with the same energy I'm coming with, I'm not opposed to meeting somebody halfway. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
right.
All right.
the
All right.
it's the like because I don't know. For me and I've only been in 3 relationships, so it seemed like they was like cycles. In the beginning, everything was cool. And then soon as I so-called fall in love, you done got laid off, or the pack ain't coming in too regularly no more, or you know what I'm saying? And then, but I love you now, so now I'm gonna hold it down, and then like they just get stuck. Like I'm supposed to hold it down. Like no, you're supposed to hold it down, but me being in love with you, I'm not gonna watch us sink. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's where what you said earlier come in at, where you see you got a good woman or you see you got a good man and you just get comfortable, like, oh well, I got me one. No, sir, no ma'am.
But see, there's so many people that okay, so people that are like good people, or just, that they are loyal to a fault. See, my loyalty, so I had to figure out, I kept having the same cycle because I kept turning red flags orange and polka dot
Me too, yeah.
and glitter. Like I didn't leave the red flags red. And
Like love
yes,
conquers
I love
everything.
these men, like especially the ex. Like it got to the like now I'm looking back like, yo, what is what? But at the time, you know what I'm saying, that was some things I needed to heal that you wouldn't have been able to tell me I was unhealed in my last relationship,
Yeah.
where I can know now that I was completely unhealed and had no boundaries, no self worth, the self love, all of that was like, it was chopped and screwed. And I didn't even know these things were a thing. But it's like, you have to, like, I don't know, they come, it's a pheromone. So people that are manipulators or dark empaths or narcissists, or these people that are like preying on people that have a
We're
big heart
givers.
and that
Yeah.
love and that are givers and empaths. I'm loyal to a fault. My loyalty has nothing to do with you, sir, or you, sir, or you, sir. I'm loyal, period. It's a perk.
Yeah.
So I had to learn that I need to pick the proper individual to have in my space, because I'm loyal off top, not based off of how you treat me. You know what I mean? Some people do certain things because like an exchange. I'm gonna hold you down because that's what I do. I'm loyal because that's what I do, not because I'm being treated a certain way. But these people, some people, they have masks, and they literally move too fast, or they get you to, lock in, and they sink their claws in. Once you are in love, that's when things start to change. But it's not because it's circumstantial, it's literally on purpose.
Yeah.
And so the lesson is for us to recognize that and move better or different the next time around, because there's people that literally do that. Like they will try to draw you in, do everything to the T correctly until they lock you in. And then they know once feelings are involved, you're going to let things slide. You're going to be okay. And you're going to, you know what I'm saying? Okay, this time, all right, I got you. Okay, I love you. All right. And then you're waiting, you're dating potential instead of who's in front of you.
Yeah. And they might
So,
not ever reach that.
exactly.
So let me ask you guys in closing, what do you think could be some solutions to, and this is specifically women. So I'm gonna definitely want to hear your answer. Like, what do you think is a solution for this phenomenon that's here, where women feel like they're these boss bitches? They can talk to people however, treat people however. Like, what do you think we can say or do or show to make this change? Because it has to change, or it's just going to be a black man don't want to be with a black woman. Like we're seeing this.
Well,
There's a whole group of black men that will never date black women anymore.
can we put some you know what I'm saying, like the eliminators on that? Because when you say the
Yeah,
black
sure.
woman, so I think the black man doesn't want to be with the black American woman, because there's a lot of black men who are now traveling in a passport lovers.
Well, yeah, yeah. I did a
You know what
whole
I'm
show about
saying?
that. I definitely know about that.
So
So
it's
let's say I'm the Americanized woman. Then let's say that.
yeah, okay. So I think that it took more than a generation to get here. I think it takes women like, you know what I'm saying, thinking that way at home, and you know what I'm saying, and also putting it into the, you know what I'm saying, the teaching the kids at home, because that everything is taught from birth. And yeah, some things you can grow, you're gonna grow on, grow up and do differently once you get a little bit older. But I think, you know what I'm saying, because of the culture, we once we, you know what I'm saying, stop letting the culture dictate our real lives, I think that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Because that goes for everything. That goes with how we treat people, how we have such a high disregard for human life right now in our own community. I think that's a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? So we got a ways to go with it, and it ain't gonna happen overnight, because you got every week you got a new female rapper coming out now, and everybody's like, dang, she raw. Like, raw is the new thing. Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, like all these women, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they willing to say anything. And then you got, like, saying they had a congresswoman coming out, like, shit, Megan Thee Stallion is so unapologetic. And, I love it. It's such your women have been held back. No, they haven't. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at you. You think people would respected you? You think you would be in your position in Congress talking and acting like this? No, shit. They only talking and acting like this because they're getting paid to act like that and be, thotty. So they're not professional women no more. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a separate lane, and I think that I would love to see women be, you know what I'm saying, be able to go back to being softer again, and go back to respecting themselves as a whole. I know that y'all do, but as a whole, and the women that the ladies that y'all are raising, if y'all have any, I know
Yeah.
that they would be different. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's gonna take for the rest of them, though. But it's the culture. We definitely need a culture shock, culture change.
Well, thank you, I'm on one, for coming through and sharing
For
your thoughts.
sure.
I appreciate it for sure. We definitely need to hear from the men, when we having these type of conversations.
I got you.
Yeah, so I'll see you next time. And then, Miss Sherry, what do you think is the solution?
Well, you know what? Like you stated before, some black men are not dating black women. And I have a 14-year-old son that told me that he don't think he's going to date black women. And I asked him why. And he told me because they're mean. They're disrespectful. They always got their hands in the man's face. And this is my 14-year-old son telling me this.
That's so sad.
Wow.
And I'm trying to explain to him, like, you can't just not date date a black woman because some black girls that you see are doing this. But he's 14, he doesn't care. But my feeling is like he stated before, it starts at home. It starts at home. I wasn't taught to have my hand in a man's face or provoke a man to put his hands on me. I was never taught that. I was taught to take care of my man and respect my man. That's what I was taught. Now, don't get it twisted. I've definitely had to go off on a couple of guys a time or two, based off how they treated me. But it starts at home. It starts at home. They got to start teaching these young girls, like, okay, you can be a boss bitch, but guess what? You can be respectful.
Why can't we be boss women?
You're right. You're right, Nicole. Let me rephrase that. Boss women, boss ladies,
Yes.
something of that
Y'all remember
nature.
Levita from what was that? The Steve Harvey show, Boss Lady. Yes, we gotta be boss
Mhm.
lady.
Good.
Okay, so what do you think is a solution, Sun Kiss, as we exit out of here?
Um, I agree. The same thing. That it starts at home. Um, as far as teaching the young women how to move and how not to move. But when it comes to that, also kids tend to do what they saw, regardless of what they were told. So it kind of starts with all of us to lead by example, because anybody can be an influence on any age of woman, whether they're a child or a grown woman. So it's
Yeah.
going to start with each and every one of us to lead by example, so that there is an example to actually see and emulate. Because right now the example is this fuckery that is happening at an alarming rate. So it starts with all of us in healing, so that we can actually get some momentum and change.
Well, I agree with all of y'all. I really thank y'all for coming up and being colorful with me today. I wasn't sure how this new setup was going to work, but I really, really like it.
Me too. It's my pleasure.
So,
my pleasure.
Yes. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank everybody in the chat for coming through. Y'all know, please hit that like button on your way out if you didn't on your way in. And I will see y'all next week, same time, same place. And I'm out of here.
See ya.
Later.
Welcome to my galaxy. Welcome to my galaxy. This is TheeEnicole. You can always call me E, but don't never call me Nicole. Your presence is appreciated. Please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It's always a vibe. In my galaxy.
Hey, it's Sean Dufresne from Ready to Love, and you are watching my girl, TheeEnicole.
Tasha Lyons telling you to tune into TheeEnicole.
This is Samson from Ready to Love, and you're tuned into TheeEnicole.
It's Winter from Love America DC, and you're tuned in to TheeEnicole.
Make sure you guys subscribe to TheeEnicole. She is amazing. Click that button, subscribe, and you are going to enjoy all the information that she's going to share.
So come on over and tune in